Dubai is famous for building these impossible things right in the middle of the desert. But what happens when you have to basically double the size of that city in less than 20 years? Well, today, we're going to break down their incredibly ambitious blueprint for the year 2040. So, this entire massive plan really starts with one huge challenge. It's a question that, honestly, every growing city has to face at some point. How do you pack in twice as many people without the whole place just descending into chaos? How do you grow without losing that special something that made people want to come there in the first place? Well, Dubai thinks they've found the answer. And we're not just talking about some dream on a piece of paper. This is a real 20-year blueprint that they are already, right now, starting to build. And that answer is called the Dubai 2040 Urban Master Plan. This kind of crazy, ambitious long-term planning isn't really new for the city. This is actually the 7th master plan they've had since 1960. It's just part of this long legacy of looking decades and decades into the future. So what exactly is this plan? Well, it was officially launched back in 2021, and you can think of it like a giant roadmap for how the city is going to use every square inch of its physical space for the next couple of decades. The goal? It's simple to say, but wow, is it monumental to actually achieve. They want to make Dubai the absolute best city on the planet to live, work, and build a life. And you can really see that evolution right here on this timeline. I mean, the first plan, way back in 1960, that was for a tiny little trading post. Now, the 7th one, launched in 2021, is for a global megacity. It just goes to show you that this kind of long-term vision has always been baked into Dubai's DNA. In 2040, that's the next big milestone they're aiming for. Okay, so what's the main thing driving such a massive overhaul? What's the engine behind all this? In one word, people. Lots and lots of people. The whole plan is being built to handle a truly staggering boom in population. Just look at these numbers. Right now, Dubai has about 4 million people. By 2040, they're projecting that to be almost 8 million. I mean, think about that for a second. They have to build the equivalent of a whole second Dubai in less than 20 years. It's wild. But here's the thing. It's not just about cramming more people in. The key word here is balance. The whole plan is focused on creating these communities where people can actually live, work, and have fun all in the same area. It's about supporting all kinds of different industries and lifestyles, not just building these endless, identical suburbs that all look the same. Okay, now this is where the plan gets really, really interesting and maybe a little bit surprising. For a city that's world famous for its desert landscape and its record-breaking skyscrapers, the vision for 2040 is remarkably green. I mean, just look at this breakdown. A full 60% of Dubai's land is going to be designated as natural reserves and green spaces. 60%. That is a massive pivot towards a model that's way more focused on people and the environment. Only 40% of the land will actually be what we'd call urban areas. And yeah, they are not being subtle about this at all. The plan is to literally double the amount of green and leisure space. So what does that mean for you? It means more parks to walk in, more public beaches to chill on. It's a huge investment in just making the city a better, more livable place for everyone. So you're probably wondering, how on earth do you fit twice the number of people while also doubling your green space? That sounds kind of impossible, right? Well, you have to get really, really smart about how the city is actually laid out. And that brings us to their plan to completely remap the metropolis. The strategy is all about decentralizing, creating 5 really distinct urban centers. You've got the old, historic heart of the city, the modern business downtown, the beachside tourism district, the super futuristic expo city, and of course, the tech-focused Silicon Oasis. Each one is designed to be almost like a mini-city all on its own, with its own unique purpose. So what's the point of all this? Why do it? It's all about building a smarter city. See, by concentrating development into these hubs, you cut down on traffic, you make neighborhoods way more walkable, and you can connect everything with much better public transit. You can think of it as the ultimate cure for that endless car-dependent urban sprawl that plagues so many other cities. Okay, so this all sounds absolutely incredible on paper. But, a plan is only as good as its execution. So, is this actually happening? Let's take a look at how this blueprint is actually becoming a reality. Well, for starters, you just have to follow the money. A massive 65 billion dirhams, that's nearly 18 billion US dollars, has been set aside just for the rollout of this plan. This is not just talk. That is a very, very serious financial commitment. And this is really the most important part. This isn't some far-off dream that they'll start thinking about in 2039. Phase 1 is happening right now. The policies for new housing, for new infrastructure, they're already being put into place. The foundation for 2040 is literally being laid as we speak. So that brings us to our final question. With this grand plan officially in motion, what do you think will be the single thing that truly defines Dubai's future? Will it be this ambitious new push for sustainability? Will it be its totally re-engineered approach to mobility? Or will it be that relentless drive for innovation that the city is so known for? That's what the entire world is going to be watching for between now and 2040.